One, two, testing. Pressing the like, people.
Trading is all about experience. It's to feel the adrenaline running through our veins. Like all the things we do that excite us. Whatever world we come from or live in, there are people that are born to succeed. They're called special, to hustle every day for an opportunity of a lifetime. Looking for the challenge to shape our future is something that's in our DNA. A privilege just available for a few. Traders, we see things differently, paying attention to every small detail that would maybe go unnoticed by the common eye. On or by the edge is our playground, with a constant strive for glory, seeking for a new tomorrow. Do you feel special? Take back control of your investments.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are you today?
Good afternoon.
So, let's start with gold. Gold hit the stop loss in the first position today, which is not good, but at least we know that we're not going to enter into long position again until Wednesday. So, earlier this morning, we discussed, or we went through about a few things on the fundamental side. So we know the facts that this week, our prime day, is going to be which days? Anyone? Let me help you. Wednesday and Friday. Yeah, so on Wednesday we will have the FOMC meeting and the interest rate decision, which is expected to be 0.5 percentage point or 50 basis point. And then on Friday we have our beloved non-farm payroll, along with initial jobless claims, continuing jobless claims, many other things. And also we have Bank of England interest rate decisions. So it's quite a busy, that's Thursday, sorry. Friday is when we have the non-farm payrolls. So quite a busy second week, second half of the week ahead of us. So now we have to look into how is gold behaved in the previous or during the previous rate hikes. So Wednesday we have the 50 basis point rate hike, which is, I wouldn't say unprecedented, because of course there was even 1 or 2% rate hike in history in the US, or even in other countries there was like 25%, like in Russia just few weeks ago, a few months ago. But the Fed going back to 50 basis point is something that no one was really expecting. It was in the games, but you know, I thought they're going to increase by every single quarter. So in the previous rate hikes, we also discussed that what happened to the run-up period until they actually walked the walk and they increased rate, and after. So we see that in 2015, that was the last time when they started increasing interest rate by 25 basis points, and all the way to the run-up until this time when they raised interest rate, price was falling. And then as soon as they hit the button and raised interest rate, it was going up. So this is the kind of price action or behavior I'm expecting this time. Now, where is the bottom? I stop guessing it, and I advise you do the same. It could be that we have a double bottom today. So 1871 is holding up, but you know, it's not something I want to guess on. So gold for today and tomorrow is going to be a mystery for me. If it bounces back up, be my guest, but I will be more confident when the time comes. That's when I place my money on the line. So for gold now, the last thing what I can see is the possibility of a double bottom. But looking at this price action, I mean these candles right here, I wouldn't be confident to start buying if this breaks or at this level. We had some pretty good levels previously which had more confirmations, but just speculating on a double bottom and a previous daily low and previous weekly low, it's just way too weak. On the top we had the 70 at 60 and other confirmations, but that failed as well. So now it's time to let our beloved gold just do its thing, fall hard, and then we'll come back when it starts to normalize. So you can see that we have a lot of room to the downside, and in my best guess it's going to be 1842. If this level fails, which is most likely to fail, if you extend that bearish trend line that you know, that was top of this wedge, if you extend it to the left, then you put the Fibonacci from swing low to swing high. You can average the candles as you wish, and that gives us exactly 1845. So let's say 1840 to 1845, we could look for buying opportunities, and we know exactly how gold is going to react to the interest rate decision. I just showed you. So going down to lower time frame, now we know that you know, where is the possibility that price is going to come back to 1845, and the problem is that I would be not confident to sell this. It's just getting too low to sell and too bearish to buy. So what is your opinion?
I think we should look for sell entries.
Yeah, if it retraces back, but the problem is that what is the possibility that it's going to bounce back here? So that would be 200, almost 300 pips.
Do you think maybe on the lower time frames, like 30 minutes?
No, I think if lower time frames, yeah.
This 1886, 85.
Could be. It's reasonable. Oh. Something like this.
Yeah. But my only problem is it's counter trade. Even if we were to wait until it goes up to 85, could potentially just keep on dropping.
Yeah, my problem with you you know, jumping on a retracement, that retracement could be even higher at 1902, where is the daily pivot and the weekly pivot as well. So that's two confirmations right there. It's tricky, so maybe it's best time to leave gold for until Wednesday. We know exactly what's going to happen on Wednesday, rate hike. We know exactly how gold is going to respond. It's going to go up. So I don't see any particular setups on gold now, but in fact in none of the other markets. Do you know why? Because every single trader, every single investor is waiting for the interest rate decision. It's waiting for Bank of England interest rate decision. It's waiting for NFP. NFP this month is going to be crucial. Last month and last week, the US printed a negative 1.4 GDP growth number. Let me just find you. Probably most of you remembers this one. Here it is, negative 1.4. So you see that the US economy is shrinking. Is it going to continue? I have no idea. I mean, one data printing isn't enough to shout bear market, but come on, from 7% to minus 1.4, it's a bit too steep. So definitely there's going to be a shrinking in the economy.
Gold is dropping heavily.
Which?
Well, it just dropped $2, so, or $3.
Oh, gold. Yeah. It's no, it's, in my opinion, it's best to stay out of gold now. There's no point. If it comes back, hold on. You know, one thing that can be followed is, as Andrew said, lower time frame. If it comes back to the trend line, just keep selling, selling. So the next sell opportunity is going to be at 1877. So now we have a setup, ladies and gentlemen. 21 minutes into the stream, or 10 minutes into the stream, and now we have a setup. But the problem is that there is no guarantee that price isn't going to, you know, wipe out everyone and spike all the way back to 1900. So the only thing you can manage is your risk management. So make sure you are cautious. And then the ultimate target will be 1845, because we know exactly. Oh, Don, can you mute your mic, please? It's you again. Thank you. So the thank you. So we know exactly that at 1845 we have multiple confirmations that could bring us, you know, that could be a bottom. We have multiple confirmation. I'm not going to buy yet, but until that we can sell. But the problem is there's no guarantee that price isn't going to bounce back to 1900s. So until this trend line doesn't break, we just have to try selling and scalping. That's the only opportunity I can see on gold right now. If you're moving on to Euro USD, it's again not looking good. Two entry positions I have, no, one entry position I have, two entry position I have. Let me just quickly go into Das MetaTrader. So two entry position on Euro USD, but that is the moment when I'm going to close it down right now, because it's just not looking good. Euro USD especially tend to follow each other. So there is a correlation between Euro USD and, you know, if gold is going down, Euro USD is most likely to follow. Not every single time, but most likely. But the only money, the only profit is what you book. So now it's in the pocket. Let's go back to the market. So Euro USD again, it's not giving us much price action, so we just leave it, forget it. GBP USD on the other hand is keep holding up nicely.
If 1869 टच करके ऊपर जा रहा हूँ, 75 पे आ गए आपके.
Maybe. What do you think, guys? Do you have a nice juicy setup?
Markets are doomed.
Yeah, I mean, Wednesday onwards we have an extremely busy week. Super busy week. So of course, you know, they're gonna take it easy, most of the traders, on Monday and Tuesday. Especially we have a bank holiday in China and Japan. Is it Japan as well today?
And UK. So, yeah.
Oh, sorry, UK and China, not, yeah. Cheeky fuckers. Going on bank holiday. How do you dare? But China is actually a 3-day bank holiday, which is outrageous. Oh yeah, Wednesday is the Japan and China. Easy life. Now it looks like... looks like gold is making a double bottom. Oh god. Good old gold.
What scares me is that if we start selling and it decides to start retracing.
Yeah, that is exactly. I mean, if you... The problem is if you look left, really, really left, you see that... No, actually that broke down already because this was a supply zone. Or demand zone. Massive impulse candle wiping out the market structure. This area right here can be confirmed as, you know, supply zone. That broke down. Come a little bit lower. Now it's broken as well. So I'm just too scared to start buying again and selling as well. It's just in no man's land.
Yep. It's catching a falling knife.
Yeah. So Julie is asking, did I close down my Swiss franc Japanese yen position you shared on Discord on Friday? That was a trading view share, so I didn't enter because I don't trade Swiss franc Japanese yen. But Swiss franc Japanese yen, in fact, I think was in profit last week. And it is still in profit, ladies and gentlemen. Who asked about Swiss franc Japanese yen? Somebody wanted me to analyze it. And there my analysis. 0 drawdown and 50 pips or 60 pips profit. 120 pips profit, ladies and gentlemen. Random applause.
Wonderful.
Yeah, but I didn't take it, so it's just, I think, I can't remember who, somebody wanted me to analyze Swiss franc Japanese yen, which is...
Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah, Marwan. Did you take it?
Yeah, I took it.
Good. Oh, let me just quickly shady. You gonna hold it?
No, I closed in the morning.
Yeah. US 30. Now US 30, just quickly explaining those who missed the morning briefing or not members. The US 30 is definitely going to go down. I'm most certain. But the problem is we still have this, which is called, help me, earnings season. So it's, you know, every 3 months there is an earnings season. Companies come out and they give some money to the investors who invested with them and say a few things about what is the expectation and forecast and what was the first quarter. So they, you know, come out with all the business lingo about return on assets and investment and etc, etc. And yeah, where was the article there this morning I showed you? So last night or on Friday after market close, there were some data releases about, God, where is it? Let me find it quickly. course I don't know where it is. There you go. So growth stocks stars of pandemic tumble into bear market. That's what we were talking about for months, because inflation starts to eat into the profitability of these companies. Of course they're gonna go down. Supply chain issues, inflation, increased cost of production, labor shortage, and then the laborers that they have, the employees they have to pay higher wages. So that is going to cause a wage pressure as well. And if you look at the number, don't believe me, believe the numbers that I'm going to show you now. Look at this. Netflix, minus 70%. What do you think that inflation is doing to household consumption and household income? It's going to squeeze it like a tiny lemon. So if prices are going up, food price, they need to feed the kids, school the kids, transportation. First they're going to cancel is luxury goods, and Netflix is a streaming service, is a luxury good. I know it's a few dollars, but is a luxury good. It's above the means, above the basic necessities. Amazon, people order shit from Amazon. Of course, if inflation is going up, that is going to put pressure on disposable income, on the consumption of the households. So Amazon is going to go down. It's already started going down. Alphabet, companies advertise on Google, but during an economic downturn, what's the first thing they're going to cut? Advertisement, 100% sure. Alibaba, Microsoft, Tesla, all of these companies are going to go down. Now, if you look at what is the percentage, what is the weight of these companies in stock markets, in indices, such as US 30, S&P 500, NASDAQ, these are indices. These companies are presented or bundled together in indices, and you see that they already started reporting okay earnings or good earnings, but the narrative that comes with the earnings call is really bearish. It's casting a dark shadow on the future, and that's why the stock market started to go down. So on US 30, NASDAQ and S&P, I would be 100% bearish, absolutely. Last week, we analyzed US 30. Here was the result. You can look back this stream. This was a clear, nice setup. Now, when New York opens today, in an hour or 2:30, I will be looking for sell opportunities. But there is a possibility that we're going to have some kind of upward pressure or upward momentum, because I don't know what companies reported on Friday after market hours, but that could be, a small rush to buy those stocks because all the suckers are going to jump in. But when price comes back to the previous daily open, or better, Fibonacci is going to tell us where it's jumping, then I'm going to be looking for sell opportunities. You see the price is moving sideways, it's waiting out. What I'm betting at is there's going to be a short-term spike when market opens, and then it's going to continue to the downside. So first is always the suckers who buy into the stocks, or I don't know, it's the execution algorithm that does this way, but usually there is a move to the opposite direction where it's going to go afterwards. So for US 30, definitely we'll be looking for sell opportunities. Don't have any positions open yet, but it's too early, so we have to wait. What do you think about this setup and the fundamental reasoning behind it? Do you agree or do you not agree? Alright then, end of the stream.
No.
I think, as you say, I think it's going to go down, but it's it always reacts in the open, and as you say, I'm not sure what was released after hours. So it's one of these things which you just need to wait a little bit before you go in, as it did on Friday. I mean, it went up for a little bit.
We just went some water. Just kidding.
It went up a bit and then really went down. It recovered a bit.
Yeah, you see, there's always opposite direction to the original. So Javad Mahmoud is asking, where do you check for fundamentals? It's simple. first you start with the news. Obviously, news are usually reporting backwards, so they're trying to explain moves with loads of rubbish. Sometimes the news doesn't really reflect on the reality, but start getting into the habit of reading Financial Times, reading Bloomberg, and get used to it. What is the market sentiment? What is the street sentiment? What's happening on the market? You have to understand. I mean, most people don't even know that there's going to be an interest rate decision this week, which is really sad that people actually risking their money without knowing what's happening or what drives the market, and how is the Fed rate decision is going to affect gold market. And the second thing is read economics, read fundamentals, and then put the puzzle together. The kindly advice on DXY. So DXY is dollar strength index, and if you have a look, I think you get a fairly good idea that since beginning of May, no, where is it? Oh yeah, since last year, June, the dollar is king. It's just undisputable. Dollar was king. Question is that could the next rate hike and the reduction of the balance sheet could end the dollar domination? We'll see that. But in DXY, it's a currency index measuring the currency strength of the dollar against many currencies, euro, Swiss franc, I think Japanese yen as well. It's just an index. I don't trade. I don't use DXY at all, especially because I'm mainly trade gold. Hence, I'm not interested in. Sometimes I do look at it in certain cases, like last week, but usually I don't. Do you think gold is going to hit 1845 today? It looks like.
The past 3 weeks, every Monday, gold would melt.
Yeah, it's gonna be a quiet day.
Gold is just painful today.
Yeah, it's slowly dripping down. And the problem is when the move has already happened, I would be confident to if I sold from this level or this level, but here I'm not confident. It's not the kind of risk I want to take. If people selling from higher above, good for them. But this time I'm late and I'm asking whether to buy or sell gold. So I'm the one who's asking.
Maybe the people on the YouTube stream can enlighten.
There's no way I'm going to take advice from YouTube.
Gold buy
No,
or
just
sell
kidding.
on YouTube,
Yeah. Let me ask. Okay, gold buy or sell? There you go. People. It's if honestly, it's just too low to buy, too bearish to sell. No, too low to sell, too bearish to buy, and it's going to keep dropping and dropping. But the problem is, if I had to choose, I would sell and not buy now, because it broke down every single support level I marked, increasing 2 stop losses today, and it's only Monday. Mondays are shit. So if I were to buy, I would buy at 1845, because there are confirmations which are strong. So let's see. YouTube. Buy, sell, do nothing. It's a sell. just wait. You see, even the folks on YouTube, they really mixed. They don't know what to do. I mean, some people say it's a buy, some people say it's sell. I know when there is no clear consensus, that's when, you know, things get a little bit difficult. But nah, look at this candle. It's just so painful to watch. Once you're not in the trade. If you're in the trade, you love it to watch, but since I'm not in the trade, it is painful to watch. That how much money I could make. Why did the music stop, or is it just my mic? Strange. My mic just stopped working, or my my headphones. I'm just gonna quickly. Oh, I can hear again. Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes, we can.
1 2 1 2.
3 4 3 4.
Oh, I can't hear you. I know music is playing, but for some reason I can't hear the Zoom.
I can hear you.
It looks like that the sound is completely gone, ladies and gentlemen. Right in the middle of the stream, so I need to figure out what is happening. You can hear me? Yeah, thanks, Sophie. So why on earth I can't hear you? Can you say something? I can hear you now. Say something now, please.
5 6 7 8 9.
And I can't hear you.
11.
Zoom audio, BB Cooper. Okay, let me try something. Speak now.
Yellow.
No, I can't hear
Hello?
you. I think it's something to do with my virtual cables. Let's figure out. Okay. One, two, 1 2. Anyway, even the music is gone now. I can't. Oh, I know what to do. Hold on, just 1 second. I figured out. Bear with me. And I can hear your music again. say something in the Zoom.
Hello.
1, 2,
Yeah,
1, 2.
hello.
I can hear you. I fixed it. I'm a fucking genius. I should have gone to engineering and not trading. I know.
Say, Sophie had a little lamb.
What?
Ouch. Okay. So, where we are. So we discussed that today there's not much opportunities. Actually, we didn't check GBP Japanese yen. GBP USD. Oh. Come on, guys, bring me some ideas that we can check.
Maybe we can look at Nasdaq or something. I don't know.
No. So Nasdaq and US 30. The reason why we're not touching yet is because these big boys right here. Let's see who reported on Friday after markets. So let's see. This is 29th of April, Friday. Barclays financials, that's a big one. Chevron. And it already hit the news, and somebody mentioned in the morning, I think it was Chintan, and talked about Chevron, that Warren Buffett is buying Chevron. So if all the people who following Warren Buffett, they might jump in and they push the price a little higher, which could be good for us, because we talked about at the beginning the price could go a little bit higher, but in the long term it's a big sell. Exxon is a big one as well. Nothing major, but better safe than sorry. So that is my opinion and that is the reason why I'm not going to buy or sell indices now. So I don't see anything today. I'm gonna set an alert for gold. What would you advise to people who missed the sell on gold? Should they jump in? Nothing? If I missed the sell, would you advise me to jump on sell?
No.
All right. We have a question from Kevin Canty. If Putin backs the ruble with gold, how does it affect the price of gold in the near future? I have no idea, buddy. I mean, give me a precedent, a near enough case in history where we had a country who actually backed up their own currency with gold. And in this century, so not talking about 19th or 18th century when there was some examples, in 21st century, if it ever happened, I would be interested what was the result.
Gaddafi tried and they killed him.
Gaddafi.
He tried, but they killed him.
It's not really helpful, but
I was just curious.
yeah, it's. I have no idea, to be honest. Like in the institution where I was educated, we never had these case studies, like, because no one thought it could happen in the 21st century. But looking at the market structure on gold, since we broke the previous resistance levels, the previous support levels, and the previous daily low, now we just wait for another, retracement, which could be the previous. Yeah, there you go. There's your setup. Price comes back up to there. This is the first sell opportunity. That doesn't look good. The profit level, let's make it 1946 or 1945. Yeah. 1945 comes back here around this level, but the problem is it just keep falling. So it's painful when you miss a trade and you're watching and you just want to jump on, but is Isaac on the stream? Where are you, my friend? No Isaac. No. Okay, what should we do, guys? Maybe, while we wait, we should announce the winner of the giveaway. Because last Friday or Thursday, remember, I promised that I'm gonna give away a membership to those people who share my last live stream into trading groups. So we need to find a winner who's going to get a full membership worth 799 GBP to our lovely family. And it looks like we had, how many comments? 410 people entered into the competition. So now what I'm going to do is I'm browsing Telegram. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to spin all the comments and stop suddenly somewhere and choose the winner. Do you think it's a fair... Do you think we choose the winner now?
Yeah.
Yes.
The problem is there's one guy who spammed the whole chat with... He shared only 3 times, and it was cheeky from him. He shared only 3 times, Javier Mackenzie. But he shared the same screenshots over and over again, and literally spammed the whole chat. So for this move, I'm going to close him out, because that's not fair towards others. Sharing only, 3 trading groups, but spamming the whole bloody chat, it's not fair, buddy. So you're out of the competition.
Good luck.
Maybe we should just leave a few more minutes. Ozier says, stop somewhere on the top. I had comment up there. It's not up to me, buddy. I'm just going to, you know, spin it like a wheel. And then Fortuna is going to decide about your destiny. Quickly, I'm just going to leave some comments. What should I say?
Tom is the best.
In it, mate. Enjoy your lunch.
Thank you.
Hey, Tom Millage.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Where were you? We lost you for... Yeah, I know you had some family things, but then you were back and then you disappeared again.
I've got a new house, a new dog. I'm good.
New wife?
No. I'm staying on my own. I've got a dog instead.
Oh, you got a dog?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Welcome back, buddy. In it. That's true. Okay. So Tom Millage is going to provide us with the best analysis and setup for today.
I don't know about that. I see you do another competition. No, that's where mine all started.
Oh yeah, actually Tom Millage was one of the first members who joined the community and he won a membership. Tell us about that time, Tom.
Yeah, so it was on Instagram. I won the free membership and course, and then from there, I did the course, and then got extra tuition from Tamas one-on-one, and basically just changed my full trading game into becoming near enough just on the verge of a full-time trader within 18 months. So,
wow.
Give and take. I've probably done a lot quicker, but I had loads of problems.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's I feel you.
Yeah.
It's not, life is not easy.
No.
You think it's going well, and you know it just throws something at you, kicks your legs, starts beating on the ground, and then off you go. Start again. You bounce back up. Life comes again, slaps you down, starts choking. It's not nice. But here we are. Welcome back. Enjoy your breakfast or lunch.
Thank you.
So we're just trying to figure out what the fish is happening with gold. I will be looking for buys from 1845, or if it comes back above the or to the previous daily low, because now I think it's going to maybe retrace and then bounce off, or it's gonna go down first and then up. So multiple possibilities. So I'm gonna give you 2 hints. Or sell from 1871. Yeah, I think it's an accurate representation about both of the scenarios. I hope everyone understands. And now let's go back to announcing the competition winner, because we need to choose one. We need to give away these juicy memberships to people worth £800. Life-changing. It's going to get your first Lamborghini in no time. Overnight. Let's see how many. Why is everyone so quiet? We have 68 people in the Zoom and no one is talking. Mr. Tony in the chat, it was a wife... Sorry, I have to announce this. Like, so it wasn't a life-changing opportunity for Tommy. It was a wife-changing.
I'll give you that one.
Yeah. Good one, Tony.
That was good. I'm going upstairs to my computer to go on the charts.
Good. Don't forget to hit the like button on YouTube, buddy.
Oh,
Because unfortunately, the people who joined the stream today are not pulling their weight into the exercise, into the task. There's almost 300 people watching the stream, but there's only 123 likes. So they don't really respect you, Tom. I have to say, with this and me and Sophie. Do it for Sophie. If you like the voice of Sophie, hit that like button. Do it for Sophie, not for me, Sophie.
To take you, it's just a matter of 1 second. Just don't be shy.
How can you say no to this beautiful angelic voice? It's music to my ears. Boom, 10 likes. Do it for Sophie and her dog. Or cat.
Yeah,
or
actually people
ferret.
are going to run away if they hear my dog.
Random X, what is the membership procedure? Can't find the details. Well, that sounds really professional. Membership procedures. Well, we have an initiation that you're gonna take off all your clothes. We're gonna send you out in a cemetery. You no, it's membership procedure. It's fairly straightforward. There's a really, really good website. It says alphafx.eu. You tap on the purchase. You select the plan which is available, but there's only 2 membership left, buddy, so you need to hurry up. If you want to enjoy the 50% discount, I'm sending you the link right now into the chat. That is the link for the membership procedure. The rest you figure out. So, Soul Trader, are you Javier Mackenzie? I think it's you, yeah. I mean, I would not feel confident to give you membership even if it chooses you, because you spammed the whole competition with you shared actually 3 times, but you spammed the whole chat. So I think it's not fair this time to consider you. I hope you understand. In my opinion, it was just not fair, because some people shared only 1 post, but they shared to 25 trading groups. So you see quality over quantity. No, this time actually quantity what matters, not the quality. But Gustavo Flores, pick me, I'm the cutest. Oh, you playing under the side, Gustavo. Okay, now it's time, ladies and gentlemen, to select the winner. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin. I'm going to, because there's over 500 comments in my Telegram under the post. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll up and down, and then I'm going to stop at 2 places, and whoever is closest to the top of the screen, I'm going to shout out the name. 2 people giving membership. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are people on YouTube ready? Scrolling.
Let's get the Lamborghini.
Mate, if they join, they can buy that Lamborghini in a jiffy. Scrolling. I'm gonna look around just to make sure that, you know, it's fair, impartial. First winner, Javari Kapalot. Javari Kapalot is the first winner. Second winner, I'm gonna look around, look away again. Second winner is Reza Farboudi. Javar Kapalot and Reza Farboudi. You are the winners, guys. Let me go to Telegram. There you go. 2 winner announced. Impartially selected.
Well done, guys.
Congratulations. So, let me just find the names. Reza Farboudi. Yeah, if you're watching the stream, send me a private message. If you're reading Telegram or you're not reading it, later you read it. And oh, actually, Reza Farboudi just messaged me. Thank you so much. Okay, congrats. Send me a direct message, and after the stream, I will set up your account. Okay, congratulations.
Congratulations.
And now we have nothing to do again, apart from watching how gold is falling without me. Ah. GBP USD, that is closed down now. It's going to the bin. Okay guys, give me some ideas. What should we do now? Personally, I'm not going to risk any money today in these positions because I don't see much. If it comes back, retraces to the price levels where we were expecting, you know, continuation, a retracement, then maybe I consider, but current market conditions, I don't see anything. Right now, gold is in between sells and buys. It's no man's land. It's just sliding. Look left, nothing on the left. Look at the indicators. Yes, some of them are showing, you know, strong buys, some of them strong sells, but it's lagging.
Just wait.
Kobus van Loggenberger. So Kobus van Loggenberger, I just sent you an email. Hi, I became a member last night. I received an invite for Zoom this morning, but not for this Zoom stream. I've also sent you an email. Okay, so you need to read the Start Here section on Discord. That's what has been designed to explain, you know, where to start. You received the Zoom link in the morning, but not in the afternoon? No, it was sent out, but I'm not personally sending it. Anyway, you will find. OZR, people getting free memberships and I had 2 stop loss hits. it sucks, buddy. Life isn't fair. But
Thomas, I have a question.
go on.
I would like to improve my economic knowledge. Do you have any advices? You know, I have intermediate skill so far.
Yeah, read a lot. My go-to recommendation for every person who wants to learn economics is starting with a book. It is called 21 Things They Don't Tell You About Capitalism. Let me just increase the... Yeah. So this is the book. So 21 Things They Don't Tell You About Capitalism by Ha-Yun Chang. It's a very light, easy reading. It's usually for first-year economics students, but it's preparing you, a nice light reading, preparing you for correlation and causality, regression, and explaining things such as why was the washing machine a bigger invention than the internet? Could you give me an answer? Why was it a bigger invention?
The washing machine?
Yes. It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it tells you about the correlation, about what happened, how these two revolutionary inventions changed things in the world. And if you think logically, internet, it's a wonderful thing. It's communication. It did help speed up some of the things in our lives, but the washing machine, it increased. It fundamentally changed the labor market, fundamentally changed the lives of many women. Before the washing machine, women had to go to the fountain or river, take some water, and wash the clothes by hands or take the clothes down the river. So it was tedious, labor intensive. But as soon as we started getting these machines, tap water, electricity, a huge time freed up for the ladies. They didn't have to take care of the washing because the washing machine did the whole work for them. We're talking about 4 to 6 hours a day. So what could they do with this, free time? Join the labor force. And if they join the labor force, there's a huge amount of supply in labor. Of course, it's going to, pressure down wages. Back in the days, kids could work in mines and etc. So anyway, so this is how it shaped the whole world, the labor market. It's a good book. Highly recommended to read it. And then you can jump into, you understand, because it talks about where to find the data and things. And, you can just go book recommendations on Amazon. The other book is Free Economics. Yeah, this is another really good book. Rogue Economist explores the hidden side of everything. For example, trying to find answers to questions like why drug dealers still living with their parents and all that. It's hilarious, but they're actually trying to answer ridiculously hard questions with scientific approach, with hard data, and they nailed it. Absolutely.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Absolutely. So I need to find this guy Cobus because he is lost. Come on, guys, you don't have any juicy setups for me today? No one? How do you make money on a Monday?
I have had one, but it's too late also. Euro, Australian dollar.
No, I don't trade that one.
Yeah.
I think because we have the prime days of the week, Wednesday and Friday, where we have the interest rate decision for the US and the non-farm payroll for the US again, big money, the volume is going to be allocated on these days. So I think it's worth waiting for Wednesday and Thursday.
Nu, trebuie să spui că trebuie cu imprimare și o să trimiți grafica.
Very good grafica. Come stai, ragazzo? Who is that? Horea man.
Cu grafica.
Oh no, that's Romanian, isn't it? Ce faci, mafia?
Se imprimă înainte. Da. Yeah, hi. Sorry, Thomas. I'm at the
Ce
office.
faci, mafia?
I admit.
Is it Romanian? Yes. Ah, very good, excellent.
Not you.
Very good. I love it. Love it. How are you?
Fine, thanks. Fine.
Do you have any good setups for me today?
No, just loss. I place buy at 73 with a stop loss at 68 or something.
Yeah. So you had stop loss it as well, like me.
Yes.
Yeah, it's tough.
That's it. No, it's just now it's just for fun. After a few months, we'll be on a bigger mind. Now it's just learning.
How long have you been trading?
I don't know, 1 year or something, but just between drops, nothing serious.
Yeah, a few thousand euros here and there.
No, few hundreds.
That's good.
As soon as I don't know very well and I don't understand very well, I don't place too much money.
That's good. That's really wise. I wish someone would tell me when I started trading.
I'm more interested about the percent than the amount.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I wish you all the best, Ria, and welcome to the team.
You too. I'll mute now, and
sure.
When you'll be in other places than office, I'll use the microphone.
Okay. Sure. Have a good day.
Ciao.
Mr. Tony on the Zoom. Any recommendation for fresh CISI students? Asking for a friend. Congratulations, Tony, for taking the CISI, and now it's not the CSI, the series, it's the Chartered Institute for Securities and Investments. So anyone can go and do a course and get a certificate on portfolio management, capital markets, financial regulation, so many things they have. Where is the...
Yeah, they even added the ESG at the moment for the future outlooks.
ESG is the hot topic right now.
Yeah, exactly.
One of the reasons, because it's the MiFID requires companies to report on ESG. And when I used to work at the bank, so I quit last year, I had this project where the National Bank required our bank to report and put it all out on the website. Like, how are we going to give recommendation for customers who wants to invest based on ESG, on green, carbon neutral, environmental saving companies? I was like, how the fuck are we going to do that? Because the companies didn't give us anything to work with, so we had to come up with a numbers or a system. But anyway, it's a nightmare. But so congratulations, Tony.
Thank you. Yeah, ESG is a nightmare. I didn't even look at it. I went straight to the fundamentals, and then I'm planning to go for the IOC, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
One of my kind of regulars where I work, he recommended to do the CFA as well, which is a separate course, because he's got it as he works for Barclays or something. He recommended me CFA, but that's a bit pricey for now.
If not, if you early registration and without books, unfortunately, but the CFA I've done level 1 and level 2. I failed level 3 twice, so I thought it's stopped. But that was before the pandemic, and I moved countries, so I'm still, you know, want to do it, but not now. So securities is if you want to learn about capital markets, but is this the one you're doing?
At the moment, I'm just doing the fundamentals of financial services because I got like the basic economic knowledge from my school, from Slovakia where I studied, and I just want to get better at it. So, and this book actually, the workbook I received actually explains very well everything. While I'm even reading on the markets right now, it's just way better explained. So I needed this basic fundamental like explanation because I missed it, you know, when in the school they didn't really teach you exactly how things should be. So
the problem is that the problem is that in America in the high school they do teach you good economics, but in Europe, especially Eastern Europe, it's something that non-existent really. I mean, in my personal experience, maybe there are some fancy schools, but not for, you know, the state schools. My recommendation, I don't know what is the difference, but when I did not one courses, but from out of these many courses, I had to do 4 to get the qualification. Securities was one, UK financial regulation and professional integrity. I think there was a portfolio management. So out of these, securities was the bitch. Like, it's super hard because they ask the same question one different way, and it's tricky questions, so you have to be careful with that. Whether it's the same for the introductory course, I don't know, but the securities is definitely a hard one for me. So my recommendation is try to understand what you're reading. And I think they have, or you can download. Oh no, hold on. No, that's for the securities. I know there are some online tests for Fitch ratings. They do a course on the course, and they give you some example papers, and you can look up also on the website. Start with that.
When I purchased the course, I received on their website as well, like some like tests I can do. So is it that you mean probably?
Yes. But the company I used to work for, they pretty much spend more money on prepping us to the exams than the actual exam worth, and they purchase some courses. You know, Fitch, and if you do the CFA, some companies are giving extra lectures, so classroom lectures, and they give you like a short summary of what's in the book, that only the necessary information you need to pass. So they do the work for you. They do all the memos and the note taking, but that's really expensive. That costs more than the course itself. So I was lucky because I was given.
I checked the course is like 1,200 if you register early, and if you register on the later date, it can be like 2,000 or 3,000.
Is it that hard? Because I remember when I took my first CFA, it was like $300.
Now so the basic one is, I think there is a 700 like a fee, and then another some sort of like an entry exam fee or something is 450.
Wow. Oh yeah, because you have to do a preliminary thing, but then I think you get the money back from that. No.
I didn't go that far in reading, to be honest, because the guy said as well that it was very expensive for him. And then he said that the books are probably could be more expensive.
Yeah, but you can buy the books on eBay, used books.
Yeah.
The thing is that you can buy all the books, and what's missing from the older book, you can just print it out from the online version, and that's how you save money.
Yeah, true that. Is it like, is the books like specialized books, like workbooks, or is it like
Yes,
a book
it's
in general?
textbook.
Textbook, okay.
Yeah, so each level has a ton of books. Like, we're talking about thousands of pages for each CFA exams.
That's fine.
Talking
I'm
about
currently reading Capital from Thomas Piketty, which is 750 pages.
Yeah, but these books, each of them 700 pages. So not each of them, but you see, we're talking about 5 or 6 different books, and altogether it's around 3,000 to 4,000 pages.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a lot of reading. Some of them are thin, some of them are thick, but you can buy used books online, especially in Slovakia. If you have an exam center for CF. Oh, okay. It's easier for you then. No, it's easier for you than to buy in London.
Yeah. No, in Slovakia it would be probably harder to get stuff, as I know that country.
Yeah.
Well, thank
Ahoy,
you.
Popacek.
Beszélek magyarul is, nem probléma.
Komolyan? Hey, look at that.
Yeah, because I live close to the Hungarian borders, so I do speak
Esztergom?
Hungarian as well. No,
Yeah.
no, it's Balassagyarmat.
Balassagyarmat. Figyeled? Épp egy magyarul beszél valaki a YouTube-on hozzá. I was just explaining to my wife, she walked past, that we have half Hungarian. It's good. Örülök, hogy te beszélsz magyarul.
Nagyon jó, Gyönesz, főleg Londonban.
It's useful. There's so many Hungarians in London.
Oh my lord, it's just so surprising sometimes, even in the shop, because I work in a coffee shop. It's completely out of my what I wanted to do, but to get like the basic stuff in London, it was a starting job. So now I'm kind of like stuck in there in like quotes. And
how long you been there in London?
Since 2018.
Oh, it's not too far, not too long ago then. I spent
exactly so.
11 years. So
I just don't see myself in hospitality any longer. So after I'm turning 25 this year, I had enough. Like, thank you, no, enough.
When you done the CISI, when you finished the exam, message me and I link you up with a headhunter who recruits people for finance companies. Most likely you have better chances getting a job in a back office, but it's, step up from a coffee shop. So message me when you're done with the exam.
Thank you. I also noticed they have some apprenticeships or something like that. I'm just browsing on their website, and it basically is like you get employed or something like employed in a company, and you do the course alongside while you work. Is that correct? My understanding?
Could be, but it's something that I never did.
I think I clicked. Where was it? Schools, under schools, colleges and universities, and you got the apprenticeship as on the bottom, on the left. If you see on schools and colleges, and there is apprenticeships.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, that's for young people, and it's
young people.
Apprenticeship.
I'm not that old.
It's difficult to get an apprenticeship because companies are actually paying for it, so it's not really worth it for them. But you can look up into it.
No, I was just browsing the website, just found it interesting.
Yeah, the companies actually get funding. Yeah, the companies get funding from the government. But if you can get, it's good. But don't put too much trust and hope into stuff that advertising as you have the possibility. Just work for yourself, because in my experience nothing is free, and to get one of these it's ridiculously hard.
Oh, especially in London, it's a lot of new like financial people in here, so yeah. I'm not even gonna try, to be fair, because with my school from Slovakia, it's like it equals to A levels in the UK, so it's very difficult to explain like what I was studying, so it would be a very hard entry point.
No, you can get a translation of your A level, and you start with that. But I think 25 would be too old for the apprenticeship, but you know, maybe not. Anyway, so now just looking at the markets quickly, see if anything changed. Nothing has changed. Still the same crap. Here USDs keep falling. GU. Let's wait another minute, and then we're going to see some movement on the markets. Gold is Money asking me on YouTube, everything else, Tomasz, are you Keynesian or Austrian educated? Wow, is a deep question. So those who don't know what's the difference between Keynesian and Austrian, there is two school for thought, two school of education. One of them is the old capitalist, which is the Keynesian, and the other one was, oh god, I even forgot the name. Hayek? Yeah, Hayek. Hayek versus Keynes. Two different not ideology, but two different thought process about, you know, how should they do economics. Keynes, on one hand, was promoting, you know, spend your way out of the recession. You know, the government is the biggest engine. Kickstart the economy with shoveling in money to the economy. On the other hand, Hayek was a proper German economist, or Austrian economist, sorry, he was Austrian, and he was all about saving and not spending anything. He was tight as my uncle with money, and you know, these two different theories were clashing. And there's a funny rap battle about Keynes and Hayek. It's hilarious. Watch this. I will send the link. It's hilarious to watch. But not now, after the stream. So different school of thoughts. And generally, every university student is taught the Keynesian way, because that is the way that monetary policy is done today. There's no other way. No one is really trying to divert from the main standard or the mainstream economics. They're too afraid, and it's easier to print money. But the problems that we are suffering now, so this Keynesian economics started in you know, decades ago. But we start to feel the pressure and the problems which are unfolding now because of this unprecedented money printing in the economy, which is a big problem.
Sorry to interrupt you, but the US market's opened.
Thank you. 2 minutes in, and not much is happening right now.
It's flicking up and down a bit on a smaller scale.
So Chip in the group is asking that why is gold not flying? So Chip, if you're watching the stream, the reason why gold is not flying is because the way it is responding to monetary policy, interest rate hike and balance sheet reduction. Before the interest rate hike, gold... sorry. God, I'm sleepy. So before the interest rate hike, gold is gonna fall. Are you here, Chip? No, never mind. So we're going to have the interest rate decision today. This week. God, I need to sleep tonight. So we have it on Wednesday. Interest rate decision of the Fed at 7 o'clock. Which is, what day is it? 2, 3, the 4th. It's going to be the 4th. Right here. So until price reach the interest rate decision, most likely price is going to fall. Because that's what it did the past interest rate hikes. Before they got to the interest rate decision, price was falling. As soon as they got and announced that yes, we're increasing 25 or 50 basis points, gold was going up. So I think we see the same kind of effect. It's a simple explanation, and I'll show you on a higher time frame. Before, the last interest rate hike was back in 2015. Well, the last one was last month, but you know, the series of interest rate hikes, last one was December 2015. And before that, for years, it was virtually zero because there was no interest rate, because that's how they accommodated money into the economy. So the last set of rate hikes was in 2015 December, and you see that prior to that gold was falling. Soon as they increased interest rate, gold was flying. We may or may not going to see the same, but this is one explanation. If anyone else has another explanation, I'm more than happy to listen and understand and learn. But in my opinion, that's exactly what we see right now. I don't remember any live trading where we didn't have any open position or opened any open position during the stream. Do you guys remember? That's what I thought.
No, Thomas. No.
Gilbert, how you doing, my friend? Brother?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Not too bad. It's a bit disappointing with gold, but you know, it's one of those days. So instead of alone watching the chart, you can watch how I watch the charts, and we can watch the charts together.
US 30 is moving downwards quite swiftly.
Let's jump onto US 30. Oh, fucking hell. Let's see. US 30. I'm gonna sell on. I'm gonna put a cheeky sell on right now. So, because I'm major bear on stock market, so I'm going to place the stop loss at 33,300. 2.5, 33,300, and then take profit 32,400. Something like this. No, stop loss a little bit lower. Come on, that's ridiculous. We like, you know, bigger profits. It looks like that my camera and Alan, what is your thought on US 30?
I'm not sure how far it's going to go. I mean, it's definitely moving, but yeah, I'm not sure. Not good.
Done. So jumping back to TradingView, let me just quickly draw up the position. That was the position I took just now. There is a possibility, as always, the price is going to come back to retest any of these support levels on the left. But if it comes back, it's going to be a stop loss hit. It's not a problem, because then we're going to have the opportunity for a better entry higher. Let's see who we have on the stream. Soviet Onion, so it's not Soviet Union, Soviet Onion on YouTube says that Q3 earning reports should be coming out for most major companies in these few dates. I think you want to write Q1 because currently they're reporting on the first quarter of 2021, and they've been reporting since, since the beginning of April, and the earnings season is about to finish soon. Because they've been reporting for a month now. But yes, it does affect stock market, especially indices. Now, the earnings were quite good for some of the companies, but the narrative that they gave was really, really disappointing. Amazon, Netflix report was really, really bearish, and the subscriptions was just the worst timing. When people started canceling the subscriptions right at the end of the beginning of the earnings season. Just for fun, USD Japanese yen. Here we go. Finally, someone is recommending something. Okay, so USD Japanese yen is a tricky one. But what? Oh. We might going to see the same kind of market structure, just we did in this area right here. So now that we hit, well, is it all-time high? Not all-time high, but the last time it was, 2 decades ago, 22 years ago. So that was during the dot-com bubble. When the dollar was king, that was the massive frenzy that people were rushing to buy US blue chip stocks, IBM, Microsoft, you name it, Apple. So everyone was rushing, and also inflation was pretty high. So obviously interest rates were high as well, which made really popular among investors the US government bonds. I hope you're listening to this, Tony, because history has some really good teaching if you're interested in economics. So, is the domination of US dollar coming to an end? Maybe, maybe not. But right now it looks like the Japanese yen is getting hammered, but It's not the kind of market structure I want to invest in. The reason why is because there's a lot of room to the downside. I mean, you see this impulse move, which started in April, so that was the last impulse move, is now retracing. So average the candles, you see it's now retracing. So I see two possibilities. It's either going to make a double top right here, so one more final push to the US dollar before it drops, or it could melt easily down two ways. It's a tough one. So I have to disappoint you on this one, but I just don't see it right now. One of the reasons is because the USD Japanese yen reacts completely different than, for example, GBP versus the USD or the euro against the USD, because Japanese yen is a safe haven asset, US dollar is a reserve currency, so the dynamics are different. It's not looking good. Even US 30 is just shit today.
Thomas, there's just too much bad news from China, I think. There's just people are fearful, and I think they want to force the Fed's hand and make them sound more dovish. So that's my theory for today. What do you reckon?
I agree with the shit news from China. If you read any of the reliable news sources, Bloomberg, Financial Times, it's all over the place. Well, when I say this, there's actually no news on the front cover, but ignore that. This is just a mistake by Bloomberg. There are some bad news in China. Yes, Beijing teachers on the edge of COVID lockdowns. It's looking really bad. They went to the very last resort of manipulating the currency, which, where is it? US dollar appreciated, or if we turn it the other way around, the Chinese yuan depreciated, a lot against the US dollar. One of the reasons for this is obviously currency manipulation, which no one really likes to get titled or stamped with this title. But the China is actually now struggling because they want to lure in investors. They want people to buy their stuff. Otherwise, the economy is going to just die. This is a production economy. They produce things. They're delivering. If there is no production, there's no money. There's people are dependent on it. It's difficult. So many bad news in China. They went to the extremes to start manipulating currency, to devalue the Chinese yuan in order to make or look goods more attractive. On the other hand, Nick mentioned about the Fed as well. What was that?
Yeah, I'm just like, sometimes I think like maybe Jerome Powell and the Fed are complete idiots, and maybe like, for me, it's going to be Thursday morning. Maybe they're going to be more hawkish and not dovish. Like, maybe I'm wrong. Like, they should be dovish. But in their speech, what I mean is their speech, right? So they're going to raise 50 basis points. We all know that. But then we're expecting them to say something dovish. But sometimes I'm thinking are they complete idiots? Like, I'm not sure that they're onto it. I don't know. Like, I'm just so unsure. What do you think?
Well, at this level, with this power, you cannot show any signs of weakness. So for this reason, this Wednesday, the Fed will go ahead with the 50 basis point rate hike.
Yeah.
That's
what I mean is,
after
that, will they say something dovish? What do you reckon?
There will be a press conference, so we will find out fairly soon, in 48 hours or less than.
So you're not sure either? I'm not sure.
No, but there's different. You know, they are cornered, and I think what they're going to say is they're going to say they have to mention something about the minus negative 1.4 GDP print from last week. Where was it?
All right.
They have to say something about it, and if I have to bet, based on my experience with the Fed, what they're going to say is going to be some really neutral shit. What they're going to say is that, yes, we did see the minus 1.4 GDP data printing, and we do take it into consideration, and we will thoroughly monitor, or you know, rigidly monitor the future data printings, and we're going to make decisions based on the data and our calculations. So they're going to just whiff-waff some economic shit, but they're not going to exactly say that, oh, actually we don't know what to do, and you know, we have to maybe step back. There will be no signs of weakness. They're going to say they have to stick to what they planned, is reducing interest inflation. So they are cornered. If they change the story, the narrative, the tone, everyone's just going to look at them like a bunch of fools and idiots, which they already are. On the other hand, maybe they're going to completely change and say, well, this is the time when we have to step back and observe the data, because there is no evidence that the economy is shrinking. Yes, there was a minus 1.4, which could be due to XY factors. Who knows?
Right. Yeah. I think everyone's just like they're not sure either. So I'm thinking, like, when we get closer to the date, maybe those the guys who actually know what he's going to say are going to start putting in their positions, and it might give us a sign. I'm just not sure. Yeah, interesting times.
Absolutely, it's tough, but at this power, at this level, they have to be confident about not knowing things. They cannot just say out, well, we don't know. They have to know. That's their job. So they're going to give you a sentence that it takes 2 days to analyze, to understand it. That's what they did last time. I was like, what on earth? Because they talk about formulas and calculations, but they never share the formulas and the calculations and the things that they look at. They're really good with smoke and mirrors and confusing people, but they never tell us what they look at. And of course they're going to say, is this one occasion is reason to stop completely the unwinding of the balance sheet? Of course not. But not Yellen, who's the European lady?
Oh, Christine von der Leyen?
Christine Lagarde.
Lagarde.
Yeah.
Christine Lagarde. Now, she was smart, and I respect her. She can move the markets. She can say some crazy things, which caused some losses for me in the past, and also Yellen. But Christine Lagarde this time was smarter than the Fed and Jerome Powell, because she said she thinks it's too early to jump in. It's too late, actually. She said it's too late now to start fiddling with the interest rate and the balance sheet, because inflation is already with us. And the IMF report I showed you this morning, which talked about the World Economic Outlook, which is pretty damn shit. If you look, all the global economies expected to shrink, not slow down, shrink in the coming 2 years. Some slow down, some shrinking, but the average is slowing down. So just to correct, And Christine Lagarde said this is not the right time to raise interest rate or fiddle with the balance sheet. On the other hand, Jerome Powell, after his renomination, yes, we are going to absolutely reduce inflation. We are going to be super bullish with interest rate. And then, look at what trouble they cause for themselves. Minus 1.4 interest rate growth, so it's negative. And now they start increasing interest rate just on the verge of, economies that start shrinking and slowing down. Congratulations. Well done. It's a question whether the markets are going to eat it or not. But I have to say goodbye now. It's a really boring day, guys. Not much on the market. US 30 position is not going well as well. So I'm just going to call it a day. Remember, our prime day, our main events are going to be this week on Wednesday and Friday. No, actually, this is for last week. So why don't you tell me? So this week, Wednesday, we are going to see FOMC interest rate or Fed interest rate decision. And on Friday, we're going to have the non-farm payrolls. So be cautious with the positions. Don't risk anything. You need the ammunition for Wednesday and Friday, okay? And team, see you tomorrow at what time?
In the morning, mate.
In the morning.
Right.
8 a.m.
Yeah, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon for me.
Yeah, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon for me too.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you guys. See you, Christine. See you, Ellen. See everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. People on YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. Today was absolutely disappointing day, but we weren't expecting too much. So in the morning, we had this discussion with the team that today is going to be a tough one. It's going to be slow. It's going to be boring. I don't forecast anything else for tomorrow. It's going to be the same exact day because we have our prime days on Wednesday and Friday with two of the most important data printings for this quarter. So if you want to tune in tomorrow, feel free to tune in, join the conversation, have a chat. Until that, make sure you don't risk anything more than 2 to 3%, and see you tomorrow. This is the Alpha FX.
Trading is all about experience. It's to feel the adrenaline running through our veins. Like all the things we do that excite us. Whatever world we come from or live in, there are people that are born to succeed. They're called special, to hustle every day for an opportunity of a lifetime. Looking for the challenge to shape our future is something that's in our DNA. A privilege just available for a few. Traders, we see things differently, paying attention to every small detail that would maybe go unnoticed by the common eye. On or by the edge is our playground. With a constant strive for glory, seeking for a new tomorrow. Do you feel special? Take back control of your investments.